Hey guys, coming to you today from my living room. More details were released today by the Prime Minister regarding the wage subsidy, or what he is now calling the Canadian Emergency Wage Subsidy. Unfortunately, the finer details are still not available until tomorrow during Minister Morneau's address, and the technical details might not be available till several days later. What we do know is that the eligibility for companies will depend on whether companies, which are large or small, have lost in excess of 30% of their revenue because of the COVID-19. It's not based on people or number of layoffs. Now, for some people, this is an easy determination, especially if they've had to shut down. But for others, I still have lots of questions around how that it's measured. What time frame is it? Every month of the 3-month period. Also, are they scrapping the 10% wage subsidy released in mid-March entirely? There's still lots of questions that will have to wait until tomorrow and possibly even later to get into the nuts and bolts of this. Now, there's still lots of questions coming in regards to the CERB. The CERB stands for the Canadian Emergency Response Benefit, and this is the EI, the temporary EI measure that's been released. I know there's small business owners that have had to shut down that are going through the portal that's available now, and Trudeau even suggested that, but it's been my experience to date that it's leading to more questions. I'm going to repeat from other videos that I've shared that it might be better to wait and file your application under the CERB portal when it's available. I have strong suspicions that the app will be very broad in its questioning. It's likely to take into account the fact that some small business owners have been remunerating in ways other than salary in the past, and it should be, a very quick and to the point questionnaire. I have to admit that as a details man, it's a little frustrating when the PM makes these blanket comments for people to go out and rehire anyone they've laid off because they'll cover 70% of the wages. Like, no, not yet. That's too broad of a statement right now until further information and individual scenarios are discussed with your accountant. This is not meant to be a political commentary, so I digress. Just be very careful to not react without all the information on these programs, and look to your accountant for the proper discussions you need to have. Remember, these daily addresses by the PM, they're great, but they're meant for the masses, and they should not be acted on right away until we know all the moving parts. Remember to share this with anyone in need, and stay safe.